It hangs there like a giant silver coin, just begging for a visit. It sparks the imagination, doesn't it? And it makes you curious. What if we could actually get there on our own 2 feet? Like, could you run a marathon from the Earth to the Moon? Let's lace up our thinking shoes and find out. First things first, how far is this marathon exactly? The average distance from the Earth to the Moon is about 384,400 kilometers, or roughly 238,855 miles. A standard marathon is just over 42 kilometers. So if we were to run this lunar marathon, we'd need to run the equivalent of about 9,150 marathons back to back. That's a lot of running. Let's imagine for a second that there's a magical, invisible road stretching all the way from your doorstep to the moon's surface. And let's say you're a world-class marathon runner. The current men's world record is just under 2 hours and 2 minutes. Let's be generous and say our super runner can maintain this incredible pace. To cover the distance to the moon, they would need to run non-stop for over 18,500 hours. That's 770 days, or a little over 2 years of continuous running. No sleep, no food, no bathroom breaks. Just running. Already, this is sounding less like a fun run and more like an impossible ordeal. But wait, there's more to consider than just distance and time. Let's talk about the journey itself. As you leave Earth's atmosphere, things get tricky. There's no air to breathe, so you'd need a spacesuit with a constant supply of oxygen. Modern spacesuits can hold about 6 to 8 hours of oxygen, so you'd need an impossibly large support crew handing you fresh oxygen tanks every few hours. Then there's the temperature. In the vacuum of space, if you're in direct sunlight, temperatures can soar to over 120 degrees Celsius. In the shade, they plummet to a bone-chilling minus 130 degrees Celsius. Your spacesuit would have to be a marvel of engineering to regulate your body temperature and prevent you from either boiling or freezing. And what about food and water? An average runner burns about 100 calories per mile. Running to the moon would burn over 23 million calories. That's the equivalent of eating about 42,000 Big Macs. You'd need a convoy of delivery trucks on our magic space road just to keep you fueled. And let's not even get into the logistics of drinking water. And, well, what happens after you digest all that food? But the biggest, most unbeatable challenge is something we can't even see: gravity. As you run away from Earth, its gravitational pull gets weaker. At a certain point, about 90% of the way to the moon, you'd enter the moon's gravitational field. But for most of the journey, you'd be in microgravity. Running, as we know it, relies on pushing off a surface against gravity. In space, every step would send you floating off into the void. You wouldn't be running, you'd be flailing. You'd need some kind of futuristic treadmill track that you're strapped to just to simulate running. So, could we ever run a marathon from Earth to the moon? The science is pretty clear. It's a resounding no. Our human bodies just aren't built for the harsh realities of space travel on foot. The lack of air, extreme temperatures, radiation, and the simple physics of gravity make it an impossible feat. But isn't it fun to think about? The moon has always inspired humanity to dream big, to push the limits of what's possible. From ancient myths to the Apollo missions, we've always been drawn to our celestial neighbor. While we might not be able to run there, we can still look up, dream, and continue to explore space in the amazing ways that we can. So, next time you see the moon, give it a little wave. It may be out of reach for a run, but it's never out of reach for our imagination. Thanks for joining me on this cosmic jog. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures. From me, Remy, take care and stay curious.